Welcome to Jeweliyana's kitchen. I'm going to teach you how to roast a pumpkin so you can bake all kinds of yummy treats and pies and squares with pumpkins. Things like pie and pumpkin cake and even pumpkin pie squares. So come along, I'll show you how. It's really easy. We want to start off by choosing the right kind of pumpkin. Not all pumpkins are the same. The big ones you use as jack-o'-lanterns are not the same as these little pie pumpkins. So when you're shopping, make sure you get one that is called a pie pumpkin. They are a little sweeter, denser, and less stringy. And then your other best friend in this game is to get a knife that's very thin. Doesn't have to be expensive, but just a nice thin knife is easier to cut through the thick, tougher outer shell of most pumpkin and squash. So you want to crack it in half. Another little hack is that if you just do a little score at the bottom and the top, it is much easier to scoop out all the seeds, which if they're big enough, you can roast them and dry them. So you want to just make sure you get all the seeds out, nice and clean inside. And this is my cheat. You could just put them face down on a pan with a little bit of water, but this is how I do it. I like to put the pumpkin back together and just wrap it in tin foil. I don't know if it's actually true, but I think the foil helps cook it faster. And then we're just going to put that in the oven on a cookie sheet just in case it drips and bake it at 375 for about an hour till it's nice and soft, and then we will scoop it out. I let these pumpkins cool a little bit before I scoop them out. You could do it while they're hot, but it's just easier to do it when they're a little cooler. And one of these standard little pumpkins usually gives you about 2.5 to 3 cups. You want to scoop out each pumpkin, and then I just use an old potato masher and mash it up till it's nice, like not quite a puree, but kind of like mashed potatoes. And then depending on whatever recipe you're using, just mash it up, measure it, and you're good to go. If you have any excess, you can just pre-measure it, mash it, pre-measure it in Ziploc baggies and keep it in the freezer for another baking day in the future. So if you liked this quickie video and you want to learn more recipes of mine, I do have a couple of pumpkin ones that you probably would love. Please subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for stopping by Jeweliyana's kitchen. Have a great day.